terribly hot. Mama put me on a bed. Where they lived. I remember that.
Really?
Yeah. And I couldn't have been over 6 or 8 weeks old.
How? Oh my God.
5 brothers, 1 sister. So I remember we'd take up on the tail and sling her around, you know. We were rough kids. We wouldn't beat her or anything, but you know.
Yeah.
What kind of dog was that?
It was a Shetland.
Yes.
It was like a collie. Sort of thing.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I grew up with them.
A border collie?
Probably.
Or a...
Yes.
I think
Thank you.
the dog came up there and took up at the house, and then we kept her. That's how we got her. Yeah.
Would that dog hunt?
No. It was a female dog.
Okay.
Nothing wrong with a female dog.
There's a name for that, though.
There is a name for that, which
There's
we're not
a
going
name?
to say.
Oh, okay.
But she has to have a litter first. It's not just.
Excuse me. And it would start sucking eggs. What we call sucking eggs. It would break the egg open and suck the yolk out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, gotta get rid of that dog. I remember Daddy was eating his dinner. Daddy took the rifle, shot him.
Is that
And you all
right?
were right there? You saw
I
it
was
happen?
right there. Yeah.
Oh my
I
gosh.
must have been 8 or 10 years old.
But folks did that
You
back
had
in the day.
That's life.
That's what they did. People did that.
She was the real deal.
What was so great about her?
Well, she had 7 children,
Mm-hmm.
and I kid you not, she'd have a child. She'd be in the field working the next week.
What?
In the field working.
Yeah.
I don't mean to the house working.
Yeah.
In the field.
Out. Wow.
Out in the field working, and she was just tough. Just
What kind of fields were they?
he would help us when tobacco time comes. There's a lot of labor in the tobacco.
Yeah.
It's all machinery now. Back then it was all hand done.
What, when you went in the field, what was that like, picking tobacco?
Well,
That's a good question.
We had what we call flue cured tobacco.
A what?
Flue cured. In other words, you took it off the stalk.
It grew on a
A hill of
stalk?
tobacco grows about 6 feet tall, and it probably has 20 leaves or so on
Is it like
maybe-
corn?
maybe 30.
Corn on the cob growing on a stalk?
it. No, it's just leaves, big leaves.
Big
leaves.
Like a
Wow.
giant lettuce.
Yeah.
Giant lettuce.
Yeah. Big, huge leaves.
So you would start at the bottom of the stalk and when it started turning yellow, it was time to get it. So you'd get what was yellow at the bottom, maybe 3 leaves off each stalk.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, that field would have 10,000 stalks in it.
Oh, gosh.
You can imagine what the labor was.
Wow.
And
Did you
in
use a
eastern
big
North Carolina, with that humidity, in July, it started coming off in the end of July. It was horrific, believe me. You got there
heat,
working in
the
it,
humidity.
and but you got used to it. So
And then you hung it in the
And
barn.
what'd you cut it with?
Would you rehydrate all
you
the
just
time?
break it off with your hand.
Oh, you
Yeah.
break it off
Break
with
it
your
off.
hand.
Yeah, the big leaves.
Pull the leaves up here.
Yeah.
You have the mule and a slide here. When you got this full, you reach over, put it in that slide, and go on and get another one and do the same thing till you got to the end of that row. Then turn around, go back, and do the same thing again.
Did you drink water? Was there always water
Oh
available?
yeah, border, yeah.
And did you work sun up to sundown?
Oh yeah.
Jolie!
Start at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Did ya?
Now, did you have sisters?
Had one sister.
And did she work as long as y'all?
She worked. Oh yeah. She was a worker too, man. She was good. And then you see when you took that tobacco off and put it in that slide where that mule pulled, it was a mule.
Yeah.
Pull that slide along, and take that slide when it's full up to the barn. Reach in there and take all that out, put it up on this bench, and then take about 3 leaves and hand it to the tire, what they call the tire, and it was we called them horses. It was wood, made out of wood, and you had a stick that's 4 feet long. You put it in between it. And you had tobacco twine, and it was like a big old thing, because it was steady coming out all the time, so you needed. Still, you wouldn't have to change it. You had a big bowl of it, and so you hand her the 3 leaves, and she would tie it on that stick. Just keep on, and you'd have 2 people handing it to her.
Wow.
And to fill that stick up, then you'd have a person that took. It was his job to take them sticks off that horse, take and lay it over here in a pile. And they just lay it down in a pretty pile.
Wow.
And that's the way that went. And
Did your dad also hire people to work on the farm?
we didn't hire too many people. No.
That's why
We
they
were
had 7
swapping labor.
kids.
Wow.
And we had the largest family, so we at the end of the year we'd come out ahead, so we'd settle up.
Yeah.
That's the only way I ever had any money.
Did you take these big
Wow.
leaves and put them in a barn and hang them?
Mm-hmm.
Great stories.
Exactly.
How hot was
After they tied these
Yeah.
leaves on this horse I was telling you about, you take it over and lay it down till you have a big pile of it, you know. And then before, you'd always start about 30 minutes before lunchtime, if you, in the morning, and hang it in the barn.
Yeah.
And the barns were about 20 feet tall, or better. And the poles were 4 feet apart. And you stand out there like this with your legs like that, and you'd have a man handing it to you down here, one up here, and one up here. Need
Really?
3 of you. Fill that barn up.
I love it.
And when you got the barn done, you'd fire it up. You know, we'd run the heat up. You'd start off at about, you'd say, it would be about close to 100 degrees where you're doing all this work. And you would, let's see, then you would fire it up and run it up, and the more the water came out of the leaf, the higher the temperature would get.
Oh.
It would take about 5 to 6 days to cure it out.
Kind
Is that
of
right?
fermented,
Yeah.
kind of.
No, not fermented. No, it was
No?
you're just drying. You're just drying.
You're drying it out.
Yeah.
It's
And then
simple as
what? And then did they?
And
did
then
you-
after we dried it out, then we would hoping we'd have a good foggy morning or something. Would put some water into it so it wouldn't fall all over you when you took it down, and then we take it to the house and lay it down in the pack house. We call it the pack house, tobacco house.
was that owned by Was it a commercial?
No, this is all owned by us.
Oh, so you package your own cigarettes? Or
Oh, no,
stuff?
No,
I'll
No,
get
this
to
is
that
just
then.
drying the
That's not
tobaccos.
Lewis.
Oh, no, we're just trying this tobacco out. So then after we got done burning tobacco, it'd be about, let's see, it's probably September, October. We'd start grading it. We'd take it off these sticks where they tied it on these sticks, pulling it off, you know, off the bundle. There's bundles off. There's 3 foot. And we would grade it. You'd have 3 grades. You'd have a green grade, a trash grade, and a good grade. And you put all them grades separately, and all those leaves.
And that was visual?
Yes.
Okay.
You knew exactly what, you know.
Huh.
So, and then there would, you know, and then we'd take it, and then we'd take it, tie it up into bundles, about that big around. It'd probably be at least 20 to 25 leaves in that bundle.
And these were big leaves.
And these were big bundles. And they would put them on these sticks, back on these 4-foot sticks, and they were slick, and it would slide right off. Wouldn't catch or anything. So then, and then we'd take it to the market. And then the auction, you've seen the auctioneers come. The auctioneers would come through there and bid it off. And my dad sometimes, he made good money. I mean, it was,
Sure.
tobacco was good money.
Mr. Lee, like, do you know who was there bidding on it?
Yeah. What
Yeah,
auctioneers?
oh yeah, it was Philip Morris, American Tobacco Company.
Wow.
There's about 5 or 6 of them.
J.R. Reynolds?
J.R. Reynolds. yeah.
So when they auctioned off, your dad could say
Oh, yeah.
yes, he could say no, he
Right.
could
It's
raise
what they
his
called
paddle.
It's what they called. They'd put a tag on it, saying what they would pay for it. And if you picked it up and it's called it turn the tag, he'd turn the tag over if he didn't want to sell it. He usually sold it, but sometimes he wouldn't.
But he could have competing bids. He could get it raised higher than he wanted.
No, once they went through there that day, that was it.
Okay.
So it was an absolute auction, but he could have a reserve if he
Right.
wanted
He
to.
didn't have to sell it. Right.
Right.
And the government had a support price on it.
A whaty?
The government would go through there first, and they'd put a support price on it. The government would buy it.
Yeah.
They'd put a support price. They stopped that about 20 years ago. And I had a little tobacco allotment down there on my inheritance, So they paid me, I think it was $20,000 for my part of it.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah, the government did it.
That was a big deal.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Sure.
the government paid big money for this stuff.
Wow. So you didn't want to grow tobacco here?
You could, I guess, but
Wouldn't have been as
you
prosperous.
could. You could. I didn't want to. No.
No, I just was curious. Yeah, you were done.
Oh,
And you did that too.
Oh yeah.
was that
Oh, yeah.
really nasty?
Was the cotton during the
Yeah.
summer
Sunday,
too?
you see.
Yeah, it was in the summer. Yeah.
So
Well, wait a minute.
Patch
You planted cotton in about probably May, and it was ready to start picking in probably October. It had to frost first. Never opened the bowls up.
so not in the heat of the summer.
No. But that was monotonous work. I mean,
I just got it.
a hill of cotton would have probably 20 or 30 bowls on it. Thank you. Oh, gosh, you served me first.
Of course.
Age of